North Korea fired an ICBM yesterday. The missile flew 700 kilometers or 430 miles and reached a max height of more than 2,000 kilometers or 1,245 miles, according to the governments of South Korea and Japan. The recent launch went further and higher than the last missile North Korea successfully tested in February from the same region in Kusong, northwest of Pyongyang. And this is why the Trump administration is flipping out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at open source information on modern day ICBMs. They only have to travel a maximum height or apogee of 1,200 kilometers. But the North Korea missile tested yesterday reached a max height of more than 2,000 kilometers, nearly double the required 1,200 kilometer apogee. For now, the mainstream news is only focusing on the 700 kilometer distance from North Korea. But here's the shocking news. Before that missile hit the ocean 700 kilometers away from North Korea, it traveled 2,000 kilometers up into the air. 2,000 kilometers is nearly double the required apogee for an ICBM. This shocking report confirms the planet's worst fears. North Korea can now nuke New York City and Washington, D.C. If the North Korean missiles can cross the threshold apogee of 1,200 kilometers, they can put a MIRV into orbit and have it coast back anywhere on the planet. Once the pundits figure out these physics, it's gonna be big news coming from the mainstream media. But you heard it here first. Breaking news. North Korea can nuke New York City. They can nuke them, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to former President Clinton, these people have nukes, and now they can nuke the Big Apple. What are people on the East Coast gonna do with the threat of North Korean Clinton nuclear missiles, and more importantly, what will Trump do? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a terrible situation that we find ourselves in. And the fact that they're not flashing North Korea nuclear crisis in the headlines on every channel means they're either gonna strike big or they're gonna let us live in terror from nuclear North Korean Clinton missiles. And let's thank Obama too. Now trigger happy Trump is gonna want to get some, and millions of people around the world risk perishing in the wake of a nuclear mushroom cloud. Breaking news. North Korea's latest missile launch confirms their ability to strike anywhere on the planet. And now the world is waiting to see what President Trump is gonna do.